Grab your gear, let's hit the water. Paddle and fin where the vibe gets hotter. Kayak fishing, straight talk, hear the stories unfold. Stopping freshwater adventures bold. With multiple hosts, yeah, the crew's all here. Casting lines in rivers, no need for fear. From the east to the west, we're making waves. Join the tournament hype, see how it raves. Paddle and fin, we're on the go. From the lakes to the oceans, let the good times flow. Fishing tales and triumphs will paint the scene. Give reviews and profiles, you know what we mean. Bring special guests, every episode shines. This is kayak fishing, where the world aligns.
Chasing the 20-incher Susquehanna River podcast is brought to you by these great companies. Railblazer, think outside the tackle box. Kayak Cushion, for them long days on the water. Achigan brand, the official brand of smallmouth bass. Blue Mountain Outfitters, Susquehanna's local kayak shop. Ken's Jigs, need a custom jig? Don't look any further. Nico Fishing Baits, next generation of soft plastics. And Undercover Baits, get hooked on Undercover Baits. Thanks for watching and welcome to the show.
That's 20. That is a 20.
That never gets old, man.
Heck no, man.
I love that. What's going on, Sean?
Not much, man. It's finally time to go fishing.
I know, man. I'm so jacked up. The fish are starting to bite. The weather's starting to get right. Let's see who's in the chats here. We got Michael Bradley. Evening, Michael Bradley. Always the first one to chime in.
Yep. Thanks, Michael.
We got Kyle Young. Let's go. Josh Sims. What's up, Josh? Special surprise tonight. Yeah, we have not only do we have Adam Milstead waiting back in the green room, we have a special surprise for everyone tonight. Special guest that wanted to join in on the show tonight. So we'll bring him in a little bit later on. But who else is here? We got that one outdoor kid. Let's go.
Thanks for tuning in, bud.
Nice. Kyle's about to order some skirts off of Ken's Jigs. I think you want to order some jigs off of Ken's Jigs. But careful what you wish for, Josh. Anyhow, guys, we have a special guest tonight, and we also have another special guest, Adam Milstead, who just finished a couple weeks ago in 4th place in the Bassmaster Championship Kayak Series. So that was cool. We're going to get into it with him after we go over the river levels and some of our photos that we have people send in for the week. But Adam is a very busy man. He's got a lot of things going on in his life, and we wanted to last time we had him on, Sean, we didn't really get to know him because we were talking about the cheater.
Yeah.
But
I think, and I don't even know that I was on there for that. I think that I might have missed that one for some reason, but so I'm interested just to get to talk to him. So,
okay. Well, they got picked up a new kayak on Saturday from Blue Mountain.
Congrats,
Outfitters.
dude. Yeah.
Awesome. By the way, Blue Mountain Outfitters, if you guys do go there, you get a discount on accessories. So if you want to pimp out that kayak that you just got, just mention Chasing the 20-inchers podcast, and I think you get 10 or 15% off your accessories.
Yep.
Check that out. All right, well, let's get into the river levels, Sean. The river levels have really been up and down lately.
Yeah, well, it's the springtime. That's how it goes, I guess.
Yeah,
but
why don't we start off with Harrisburg?
All right.
Harrisburg right now is sitting at 7.92 feet, and they're on the rise.
It looks like a Hershey Park roller coaster there.
Yeah, definitely. That's what it's been like the past couple weeks. It's just we just had a tournament canceled yesterday because river levels on the Juniana.
Yep. Well, next, we'll jump over to Lewisburg. Lewisburg again looks very similar. We have a peak and then a drop, and then we're back on the way up. It looks like it's just starting to crest now and maybe come back down. So that is Lewisburg.
Yep. And then next we have Marietta, and all the graphs are pretty much looking the same, like you said, showing a Hershey Park roller coaster. Marietta's sitting at 41.28 feet.
And I was just down there this afternoon, and the main river was definitely flowing. I was fishing the creek mouth in Wrightsville, and it was the main river was ripping pretty good past there. I saw a bunch of big logs floating and stuff. So I'd say it's accurate. And lastly, we'll jump up to Towanda, take a quick peek at that. And that actually really looks like they're on the downswing of their most recent rise. So hopefully that's a harbinger of things to come down here, and it'll start to kind of mellow out a little bit. Especially, we got another tournament coming up this Saturday on the Juniata, so I'm hoping that everything calms down good for that. So,
yeah, nice. Well, Josh is saying 20% off.
Oh, okay. I wondered when you said that. I was like, I don't remember. I remember getting some off of my foot controlled steering, but I couldn't remember. I remember being pleasantly surprised how much came off. But
yeah, awesome. Yeah, that's great. Yep. Jeff Riddle send you a pic today. I don't know if I got that pic, but okay. Look, while we're talking about pics, why don't we just get right into it? We do this every podcast. We have I put out a post on our Facebook page, and people send in photos, recent photos of their catches.
Yeah.
So why don't we start off with the first one here? This is Adria Jackson.
Adria Jackson, yeah. Dude, that is a tank of Smalley.
Yes. Beautiful. Thank you for sending that photo in.
Then next we'll jump over to our buddy Jake Karen, another member of the undercover baits team. Jake has been really getting out a lot. It seems like he has a lot of social media stuff right now. So I'm glad Jake is able to get out, and he looks like he's finding some fish. So nice pick, Jake.
Yeah. And next we have Kyle Johns with a fat smallmouth.
Holy crap.
That looks like a northern.
I was going to say that's like a Great Lakes.
Yeah, Great Lakes. Yeah.
All right. Next up, Carlisle's wife Nicole got her PB today.
Yeah.
So congrats awesome to her. That is awesome.
I didn't have a scale. I didn't have a measuring board or anything. We were just going out for pond hopping, on just having a fun day. We normally have a little competition where whoever catches the most fish wins. I beat her today 14-13 or something like that, but she definitely kicked my ass in the weight. So she caught that fish probably pushing 6 pounds, something.
I don't doubt it. That thing is huge.
Yeah, that was awesome. So I have a video. I have the video. Then I'll show it after.
Yeah.
All these photos. Next we have Vincent Studer from
Angler's Anchor.
Angler's Anchor. I know he's been catching them off the bank lately.
Yep, he's been busy.
Yep.
Next up, we have Dan Worley. Looks like he's finding them too. These are tons of beautiful smallmouth. They're huge.
Oh yeah, it's getting to be that time, Sean.
Yep.
If it wasn't so dang windy all the time and the water be rising, I'd be out there too. But
yeah.
And I know the jet boaters are really up there. Larry Okonski's probably one of them.
Speaking of Larry,
we got Larry Okonski caught this fish today. Nice fish, Larry. Thanks for sending that in, buddy.
Yeah, man. Beautiful fish. All right. We have Lisa Lake Fishing, also a regular contributor. Looks like a chilly, probably windy day, but didn't stop them from catching smallies. So nice catch there.
Yep, I believe he said that was his grandson. He put in the comments. So
okay, very cool.
Today.
Nice.
All right, we got a couple more. We got Josh Sims, 20 and a quarter smallmouth. Nice fish,
Beast.
Josh.
Heck yeah!
Thanks for sending that in. And then I'll do the next one, Sean.
Okay.
We got our very own Sean Lavery. That was from today.
Yep, that was my fish from today. So that was fun.
Still catching them up.
Yep. And we'll finish off with Carlisle with his fish from the other day when we were out. So
yep. That was my first one of 2026. So
gotcha.
Pretty fired up about that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I did say I wanted to show that video. I got a little video before we bring Adam in here of my wife's catch today. And we're like two little kids in a candy store when this fish jumps.
They're a little excited. So enjoy.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Babe, he's taking all my slack.
Yeah. Just let him. Keep it tight, though. You got a giant. Bring him over here. Oh my! Bring him over here. Bring him over here. Just walk over here.
I don't know what to do.
That's a freaking giant. Just. Oh my gosh!
It's taking. I don't know how to get him up.
Come over here. Come over here. Come over here. He's gonna come off. He's gonna come off.
Baby, help me get him. He's taking the slack. I've never caught a fish as big as my foot. Holy shit!
I hurt my leg.
Oh my god!
Oh my god! You got a 5-pounder.
Oh my god!
Babe, hold him up. Okay. Hold him up.
Wait. I don't want to drop him. Don't fight me. Oh my god!
Watch the.
That is awesome.
We were so fired up, man. It was great. Oh, he said that was a St. Lawrence smallie. That's that Kyle.
Oh, okay.
Yes, that looked like a St. Lawrence smallie.
That's a bucket list trip for me, man. I got to make it up there sometime.
Yeah. All right. Well, without further ado, why don't we bring Adam in here and get to know Adam a little bit more than what we do?
Yeah. All right. Hey, Adam. Welcome,
What's up,
brother.
guys? What's up?
What's going on, buddy?
Oh, not a whole lot. I apologize. I am very sick. So you guys might hear a frog in my throat. Yeah, I've been dealing with that for, I don't know, 2 weeks now. So it's been terrible. But yeah. So
what, since the tournament?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Actually, I think I got sick at the expo. Well, actually, even prior to that, like waking up real early in the morning, then trying to go to sleep, getting very little sleep, going, hopping from launch to launch. Like, dude, I mean, you get worked up, you get stressed up, all that stuff, and eventually your body breaks down. And so, lo and behold, here I am, all sick and can barely talk. So,
oh man.
Well, welcome to Chasing the 20 Inchers for the second time. I know the first time we had you on, we were more of covering.
Yeah. Yeah, the guy stole the spotlight apparently in a bad way.
Yeah, so we wanted to bring you back on and talk to you a little bit about everything you got going on in life. And we know you got a radio show now, and you're still going with the Straight Yacked YouTube channel. And if you guys haven't seen, he just posted not too long ago. I think it was a couple days ago, day 2. So he has day 1 and 2 up from the Bassmaster Championship, the kayak series, where he finished 4th place. So check that out.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a lot of editing. So,
I bet.
Yeah, I bet. Hours and hours.
Yeah, kind of jealous, guys. You guys already got your first smallmouth of the year, and I'm lucky to get a first. Like we got a lake right below our house, but it's got small largemouth in it, and so that was my first PA bass this year. Was a couple days ago. It was just small largemouth, but yeah, I need smallmouth here. So looking forward to the Juniata this weekend.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, we'll be there.
Yep.
Hopefully the rain holds off. I seen.
Yeah,
we're supposed to get a bunch of rain this week.
Yeah, I know Josh is going to be looking at that real hard. Hopefully we don't have to make that hard decision, but it's a part of it.
Yeah,
it is, unfortunately, but yeah, you gotta keep people safe too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure. I'm hearing that the Juniata's on fire right now too.
Oh, of course it is. So Yeah, but yeah, I've never fished it this early. I've never fished pretty much anywhere in the Susquehanna area this early, so that's why I was really looking forward to that. You know, being able to get some of this real hungry bass, but I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, why don't you kind of introduce yourself? I know we kind of talked before, but introduce yourself, what you do, Adam, as far as, full-time job. And then we know you're fishing the Bassmaster Trail again this year and the radio show and all that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. So for people out there who don't know who I am, that's sort of my claim to fame was I was a former UFC fighter. I got hit in the head a lot. So if you guys ever hear me just kind of go off on a tangent somewhere else, that's because I got hit. But beyond that, I love kayak fishing. I've been a competitor since, I don't know, I think 2013 was when I first did my first kayak tournament, and I was hooked. But unfortunately that time I was more focused on mixed martial arts. So it was right around the time I retired before I really got focused into kayak fishing. And now my mindset is all about the national series, going out there and fishing for the Bassmaster stuff. And then of course, helping out and fishing with the Bass Nation. Anything that kind of helps, get your name in a spotlight. You're going up against some of the best anglers in the world, but then at the same time, helping other guys get into the sport. So, that's where my YouTube came in. Straight Yacked was just to kind of, sort of give out my secrets. That's one bad thing to tell you. If you were to get a YouTube, you're inevitably going to give away all your secrets. You're going to give away your spots and all that stuff. I don't care. It's fine. Yeah. But then at the same time, the benefit is you get to help somebody who wants to get into the sport, learn a little bit. I know I had a rough start on a national scene, really, really doing well. There was sort of a mind switch that I had to make. And, but it's things like that I get to learn, and I get to, kind of help people out on the channel. And then the other thing that I've just begun doing, this is sort of late last year. So a friend of mine hit me up about starting an actual radio show. This isn't just a podcast. It's a syndicated radio show on, we just got a couple new channels. We're on FM channels out in Eastern Shore, Maryland. We've got a couple FM stations in the North Carolinas, working in Kentucky right now, and then eventually we'll be making our way to Georgia. But it's called the Outdoor Radio Network. And so this is a really cool opportunity because I've never thought, me getting into fishing, that I would potentially be a radio host. But it's funny how things work out. Something recently, Gerald Swindell was talking. I think this is just a video on Bass U, and he was discussing about he's like, when you get into bass fishing, if you were to make a plan on how, how this is going to progress, both financially and just goal oriented, he says the plan would never make sense. As far as being able to make money in this sport, you'll never understand. There's nothing you could put on paper. It's going to really be mapped out correctly. It's just one of those things. You just do it. And just watch the doors open up. And so, just like you guys with this podcast, I mean, it's growing, man. It really is. I've been watching for a while now. But with the Outdoor Radio Network, this was something that just popped up and just came out of nowhere. And I was like, okay, man, let's see where it goes. And next thing you know, I'm talking about, and live scope and talking about, all the bass tournament trails. And, very shortly, I'm going to be starting to have actual guests. I always have a trouble with bringing guys on and doing what you guys do, because I don't know. It's weird for me. I had one bad experience and I just got to get through that. But regardless, Outdoor Radio Network, man, it's something I'm very blessed to be a part of. And so, that's basically me in a nutshell. And that's where we're
So
at right now.
your show is you're covering a lot of like topics like tournament trails, just hot topics of the industry kind of thing.
Yeah. Basically, so right now it's a 30-minute segment. I think in the future we're going to go to an hour. But what it is, it's associated with they call it the Kayak Power Hour. There's a guy ahead of me at the 10 o'clock time. He talks about inshore fishing with kayaks, like saltwater kayak fishing. And then I talk about freshwater kayak fishing. Freshwater kayak fishing, it's on a recreational standpoint, doesn't meet up with like saltwater kayak fishing. I mean, I can't sit here and tell people about like, you know, crappie fishing or walleye fishing off a kayak when this guy's catching, you know, 30+ inch redfish off a kayak. So it's like, it's one of those things. I just knew like if I got into this, I'd be talking a lot about the competitive style of kayak fishing for freshwater. So that's basically what it is. Yeah, again, very blessed and honored to be a part of that.
Yeah,
very cool.
I know.
Yeah.
I listened to it, and you do a great job with that.
Oh, thank you, man.
Yeah,
I appreciate
I
that
love it.
because I always feel a little weird because you know, at least you guys have like this team.
Yeah,
and
you
then
get to talk to each other.
Yeah, and then at the same time, it's like you can bounce ideas off of one another, but at the same time, like you can have like guests. I'm gonna get to that point. I just gotta.
Yeah.
I gotta get the confidence you guys have. So we'll see.
You're doing a hell of a job doing it yourself. It would be hard for me to do that.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell the people what time of the week do you do that?
Yeah, so that's 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Yep. The last 2 episodes have been reruns because I've been sick and then obviously competing. But yeah, it's been it's 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are going to eventually switch to an hour, but you can listen to it on iHeartRadio. We're live on iHeartRadio. If you download the Outdoor Radio Network app, which is totally free, it's actually a great tool for fishermen. Like it doesn't ask you for sign-ins. There's no subscriptions. They're not going to spam you. But when you get that app, it gives you the majors, minors, 15-day weather prediction, gives you moon phases, wind direction, gives you a bunch of different stuff. But again, totally free. And then that's where all the shows are live. So yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
So what do you do for full time? What's your full-time job, Adam?
So I'm a corrosion control specialist with CNX. It's a gas company, natural gas. Here in Western Pennsylvania, we have the most amount of natural gas in all the nation. I believe it was somewhere crazy, like I think in this basin, we're about 15 or 20% of the nation's natural gas comes from here. Wow. So not from the company in general, but from all the companies. And so my job in a nutshell is to stop rust. So just to keep the pipelines from rusting. Gotcha. It's a lot of electrochemistry and things like that. I don't want people out there to think that I'm smart. It's just, I got a couple certs and I just run with it. And it's pretty simple, but it's an interesting thing. Not a lot of people are in it. And there's a lot of opportunity if you don't have a college education like me. So
interesting.
Yeah. A lot of anodes and cathodes. Like big thing is like, you know, it's trying to protect a piece of metal by sacrificing another piece of metal, which is an anode. Obviously it's like something in your water tank, how you keep your water tank from, you know, you have anodes. That's basically what we use, but on a way larger scale. So
interesting.
Yeah, so it really is interesting. I've learned a lot. I
imagine you don't want those pipes leaking or getting a hole, because that would be a problem.
No, so we're DOT regulated, so it's actually the Department of Transportation. We are governmentally regulated because we are literally transporting hazardous material, and a lot of times this hazardous material is going right by people's homes and things like that, places of business. And this is high pressure stuff. This is 900 to 1,000 pounds with a lot of volume of gas moving through pipelines. So yeah, if there's like a weak spot that was created by a pit or some sort of corrosion, you have a potential of an explosion there. So that's my job, is to make sure that doesn't happen. Hopefully it doesn't happen. So
Yeah,
yeah.
that'd be horrible.
Yeah, it's I think it was like somewhere like out of all the pipeline failures that, you know, could be like mechanical failures, failures due to line strikes and things like that. I think corrosion is the most. It's like 35% of all line ruptures are due to corrosional activity. So again, my job's kind of important, but as long as you do your job and don't fudge the numbers, it's pretty easy to keep these pipelines from not rusting. So
Yeah,
Well, that's good.
mm-hmm.
So Adam, I had a question. I was thinking about when obviously you've fished, the biggest kayak, events in the nation, but you've also fished a lot of smaller events. And when you are approaching them, do you have a different approach to the huge events or like the higher tier events versus your lower ones, or it's all the same? And
Yeah.
what's your thoughts on that?
No, it's a great point. So when you've got a full-time job and you've got, twin boys, you got a wife, you got a home, you got to take care of, your time is very limited. And so where most people might be able to go out and, let's say you want to get better at live scope, you just go to your local lake, you'd practice on your lake. Unfortunately, I don't have that. So between the me wanting to support the local chapters and then obviously fish the national events, those local tournaments end up being my practice. So there are times where, like, if it's like a PA Bass Nation, I might go practice, especially if I've never been on that body of water before. But I use those times to really dial in a lot of the stuff, build up confidence in certain baits. And I also use it too, as if I don't plan on going out and practicing in a local tournament, like, pre-fishing a week before or whatever, I'll use that time to really kind of develop what I can here in the studio. Like, literally, I always tell people 80% of your practice should be done before you actually hit the water. So, this is getting on and going through all the YouTube videos, working on mapping, pulling up your navionics. And what I like to do is I like to draw up these little plans in my head for these local tournaments and then go and see actually how they work. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But it's all about trying to break down the water from your computer. And if you could do that, I mean, it's, you've got a big advantage. Like, that right there is 100% something that many people, I think, kind of lack on. They're just so worried about getting out there and getting eyes on the water, which I won't disagree. I do believe history on water is far greater of a way to break it down. But some of the best in the world just can do this right from the computer and then go out and put it all together. So, long story short, like, the local stuff, I'm there to have fun, so to speak. I'm not saying I don't have fun on the national scene, but I'm there to kind of meet up with the guys that I love to hang out with, and just kind of like, BS and not put a lot of pressure on it. And it's funny, if you don't put a lot of pressure on it, you end up doing really well in some of these local tournaments. It's weird how that works. It's like, I go out there and put 5 days on the water and practice and then go fish and do on average, when, like, some of these tournaments, I'll just go out there. It's just, we're going to see what happens. And next thing you know, I'm in the top 3. And it's like, maybe there's some science behind that. Like, maybe that's a mentality thing. Like, it shouldn't matter. Right. It's something that I think a lot of people, especially on a local scene, I'll tell them from time to time when they want to get into this, I say, be a sponge when you get out there, meet up with these guys. Don't be afraid to ask for help and soak up all the knowledge you can. And don't worry about, like, trying to be the best on the water right there. Just be a better fisherman than you were yesterday. You know, that's basically it. So,
and have fun.
Yeah, exactly. That's something that people we get. I mean, you got to realize, like, every single one of us, including us here in this chat, like, we're competitors at heart. We love to compete. And I think it's really important that every one of us find something that's like really goal oriented. Because if you don't, like, when I got out of the UFC, I like got in a serious depression, because like anything that I had purpose for just seemed to like go away until I picked up kayak fishing, and it gave me sort of a sense of longing to be something more than just like the average person, go to work, come home. And so, with these guys who go out there and putting all this pressure on themselves, like, just go out there and just absorb as much information, enjoy the process of getting to be a better fisherman. And then live with that, like, and know that you have that competitiveness, that drive, but allow the passion to drive the competitiveness. Don't allow the competitiveness to drive the passion. When that happens, like, you're in a world of hurt when you get so worked up on trying to be better than somebody else. Instead, just use what you love to do and allow that to push your competitiveness. And in a nutshell, it'll grow for you big time. So
yeah. And not only that, like, look where you went. You went from a UFC, like, and then you retired from that, and then you got to walk the Bassmaster Classic stage just from kayak fishing. How cool is that?
Ah, man, it's something that I never would have dreamed of. And I know it seems kind of odd, like this whole kayak fishing thing, because, still relatively in the bass fishing world, it's new. Mm-hmm. I think that's the one thing that hurts us right now. It's so new. It's like, we don't have what I used to call, like, an MMA. You have MMA and then you have boxing. Like, all the old timers know what boxing is, and all the old timers put all their money in boxing. There's no old time money in MMA, and it's the same thing in kayak fishing. Mm-hmm. I think that's what kind of, like, money drives marketing drives publicity, and that gives us sort of a higher standard, something where other people are looking on and be like, oh, okay, I want to do that. But walking across that stage, I remember when I was a kid, I was like, I started watching bass fishing. I was watching like what every kid starts watching, Bill Dance, Hank Parker, yeah. And you start watching these guys, and then all of a sudden, every once in a while they'll throw a Bassmaster tournament in, and then you're like realizing, like, this isn't a luck thing, this is a skill thing. And I love that. And watching it as a young kid, and then watching this whole thing called the Bassmaster Classic, I was like, that's crazy. And then, fast forward 15, 20 years, here I am walking across that same stage I was watching on the TV, not even in the bass boat world, but in kayak fishing. So it's like, it was definitely an honor and a very, very much blessing. So,
yeah, I remember, I think it was like maybe the week before you were leaving, you had your radio show and you were talking about, like, man, it was like a dream of yours to just be up there on, to get up there on stage, to walk across that stage. And you talked a lot about your map studying and all that stuff. I think you had a show that was just all about doing the work at home before you were getting ready to go.
Yeah. That was, I was very happy to make that, help that come to fruition. It's funny, if you watch that episode, I discussed a lot revolving around Chickamauga, and I fished 2 days on Chickamauga, and I said, nope, nope, this lake is not where it's at right now. So I threw that whole plan out the door.
Well, that's another thing, though, is knowing when to ditch your plan and move on versus trying to tough it out or grind it out,
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, no,
sure.
It's that's the thing. Like, know when to fold them. You've got to. That's the hardest thing. It's when you take the hardest thing you can try to tell an angler is, like, when to put their confidence baits down, or when to move from an area, when to just kind of, like, let things go. I'll tell you one thing I'm really good, and a lot of people will probably say this as well, is like I'm really good at eliminating water. I'm really good at eliminating spots that don't work. So yeah, it's just you have to. The way I always looked at it is if you're going to these things and you want to fish, don't go out there looking for 5 giant fish. Go out there where you know you can compete well. So I might go to Chickamauga and catch, 3, 5, or 6 pounders, but struggle to get the last 2, or I can go down to Nickajack and catch a ton of these 3.5 pounders and then have a couple of some kickers that mixed in like a 5 pounder or whatever. And it's down there where I felt like I can be the best competitor, where I could do that. But then also at the same time, I always tell people to fish where you're going to have the most fun. It's that mindset. If you're going out there and you're going to be on a struggle bus and you're going to keep this glide bait in your hand and you're going to work that bank and you're just trying to find 5 big bass. It is going to be tough when you go that 3 to 4 hour period without a bite, and that will make it or break it for a lot of bass fishermen. For me, like even if I'm out there catching 12s or 13s and putting them in a boat, I'm still at least setting a hook, having a good time. And so, yeah, like, go to a place where you can compete well, but then also that you have a good time out on the water, regardless, of where you end up in the rankings.
Yeah.
I really like that mindset of, don't forget why you started fishing in the first place. Probably most of us started fishing to enjoy it, and let the other stuff come as it comes. But don't forget the reason why you're out there in the first place is just to enjoy yourself and have fun.
Yeah. No, you gotta, just like I said before, yeah, let the passion drive the competitiveness. Because if you're not having fun at the end of the day, it's like, here's the thing. Like I said, there's no old money in kayak fishing like bass fishing. I'll be honest, like after I got done, walking the stage, having this euphoria about the whole experience, was like worked my butt off, man. I may have casted 3,700 times, throughout the last 2 days. And, I worked so hard and made so many great decisions, and I'm driving home, and I never once saw the payouts until like I was driving home and my wife sent them to me. And I saw that 4th place out of the best anglers in the world, I got $2,500. So you can't, I'll be honest, I felt deflated a little bit. I get that in a sense of things, like this sport sometimes needs to be backed up by a big name like Bassmaster in order to give it some credibility. And so I get 100% like the usage of Bassmaster, but they do require a cut of all our pay. So, but beyond that, the whole feeling deflated thing, I just had to, revamp my mind and say, I'm not in this for the money. I'm in it because I enjoy it. I enjoy competing. I enjoy, practicing, getting better. I enjoy breaking down new bodies of water. Like that's fun to me. It's a puzzle. It's something that we get to kind of work out. Like, just like many men will tell you, like, my father will come over to the house. If I got something broke, instead of hanging around with the family, he's going to go try to fix that because he's got to do something. And that's a lot of us. We all have to have a puzzle or something to fix. And so I enjoy that process, but in a long scheme of things, financially, this is not a sport that you're going to make a lot of money in, if any.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
A little more for the championship.
In my time, doing paddle and fin, talking to, some of the biggest names in kayak fishing, your Drew Gregory's, your, Jody Queen, Christine Fisher, all of them will tell you the same thing, that just fishing alone isn't going to make you, like, it's very hard to do kayak angling only and have that your primary source of income. Almost everybody who does that has other things that they do, whether it's social media or that kind of thing, that really helps them support that, because it's just that, like you said, the money just isn't there quite yet. Hopefully, we're moving that direction. Obviously, if Bill Dance had started out in a kayak instead of a bass boat, things might be flipped around, but that wasn't how it started. So,
oh yeah. Oh boy, I couldn't imagine the flops
bloopers
and stuff. Yeah, the bloopers, kayak fishing.
What did first place get for the championship?
They got 20,000. So
20 grand.
Well deserving 20,000. So
yeah.
I mean, if anybody obviously gets paid the most, obviously him. Nick Dreyer did a heck of a job. Oh my God. I think it was somewhere I put in my video, the last video I posted, it was like, I got my limit quick the second day. I was super excited. I was like, boy, I'm going to see myself maybe in first place. I mean, and sometimes I like to take a screenshot just for, whatever.
Heck yeah.
I go there, I submit my fish. I had like 80.5 inches. And I go and Nick already had 94 inches. I was like, all right, fish for second place to see how this goes.
Well, you got good points anyway out of that tournament.
Yeah. No, if it works out, like that's, I went down to it was a huge turnaround from Kissimmee. So fishing Kissimmee was brutal. Josh Sims will tell you about it. Josh actually cut a check, but it was a very brutal tournament down there. It was just like you go down to Florida with this expectation of catching a bunch of these 20s, man. And, the barometric pressure drops out. You get a low pressure system set in. You got ice on your kayak in Kissimmee, Florida. So, going from there to where we ended up here, I got decent points down there. But yeah, this was definitely a better fishing adventure. So,
yeah. Michael Bradley's asking, do you think there ever be televised kayak tournaments? ESPN televises pillow fights.
Really? What was the one thing I saw recently? They had pizza making. It was like a pizza making competition, I think, on ESPN. Yeah. So I actually think, if people don't know this, we actually have 2 Bassmaster Championships this year. So we have the what just happened, and what Steve Owens is doing now. He kind of wants to give the kayak anglers more of a spotlight, more of a. He doesn't want us competing with the Bass Elites for the spotlight and television and all that stuff. So he's moving us to where the Bassmaster Championship used to be, moving it to October. So now this year we're going to have another championship dictated basically on all the tournaments that we did this year. And what I believe is we're going to have, hopefully, I don't quote this on me, but I think we're going to have like actual like camera boats following us around. So there might be a potential where we are going to find like a televised event. I'm hoping, but this will be the first year it happens, and we're all hoping it really turns out well. So who knows how this is going to go.
Yeah.
Mike Bradley also had another question I thought was good. He said, do you think Bassmaster Kayak Series will ever adopt the coin flip for forward facing sonar?
That's that could be. I think it was talked about last year. And I think we would go that direction. But here's the thing I always try to tell people who are against forward-facing sonar. I've went ahead and I took it off my kayak. I took it off my kayak because I didn't even want the option. Because there have been many times in a tournament I sat out in the middle, did the whole live scope thing, and I'm sitting there fishing on this giant, and 15, 20 minutes later, the thing comes to surface and I find out it's a carp. So I'm like, all right, out of the kayak. So, but trust me, the guys who know how to use it, they can really, really do well. The issue that we come into is Lowrance, Humminbird, and Garmin are one of the bigger money. They're the bigger funders of all these events. So they're huge sponsors that you would be eliminating an opportunity to kind of, showcase a product. I think that's where Bassmaster as a boat series is in, but in a long range or a long scheme of things, I do believe like we'll get to that point where we do the coin flip. But here's the thing, like with boats, you have an ability to pretty much go anywhere and fish anywhere. So, having forward facing sonar is beneficial to those guys. I think the top 5 guys in this tournament, the top 5 guys in this tournament didn't use live scope last tournament. So I'm not saying that it's something that's going to go away, but I'm also going to say, like, in kayak fishing, you could do just as good as those live scopers pounding a bank. So, it depends, man. I don't know, that it's interesting to kind of think about if we get to that point. I'm not against it or for it. So who knows?
Yeah. Nice. Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to take a 30-second commercial. And then when we come back, we have a special guest that we want to bring in. So
nice.
Hang tight there. All right, guys, welcome back to Chasing the 20 Inchers. If you're just joining us, we were here with Adam Milstead from Straight Yacht. And he was just telling us about, a lot of different things with the Bassmaster Kayak Series. And we were just chatting along, getting to know him a little bit. I know in the beginning of the show, we did say we had a surprised guest come on today. And Sean, why don't you go ahead and bring him in if he's ready to go?
All right. Hopefully he's ready. He needs to turn on his camera, but welcome back to the show, T-Man.
Hi, guys.
Hey.
Oh, God. Oh, God. How'd you let him in here?
Doesn't Adam have a pet, a possum or something like that? We got let's get these animals on.
All right,
the show
let's
here.
go. You want to go, Ryan? Let's go. Okay.
Let's go. Let's go. I got a whole coop of them. Nah, she's pretty much ready for bed. Josh told me to do this and IPAs.
There you go. Ryan, you been out fishing?
Yeah.
Trout fishing?
No.
There we go.
Oh, look at that. Man, it's Wild Kingdom in here tonight.
Yeah.
Look, there's your.
That's such an awesome pet to have, man.
Oh, yeah.
So what
There
is
we
your
go.
possum's name?
This is Penny.
Awesome.
Yeah, she's she's full grown now. She's almost a year old. They were supposed to be ready to get released, but then it got cold real quick, and so I was worried like they wouldn't make it. So I mean, she's gonna stay with us. So
Nice.
she's a sweetheart. But that's a
Sweetheart.
You
ready to go back to bed?
nice rooster there.
Yeah.
That's a hen.
Is that a hen?
What is
That's
her
Oh.
name, T-Man? Does she
This
have a
is
name?
Just red.
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 Gotcha.
Do you have a
Well,
rooster?
No, absolutely not, because me and that thing would fight every day.
Yeah.
This show just took a wild turn, guys.
This is yeah, all right. Yeah, that's
No,
awesome.
she's pretty cool. She's sleepy. Old
So
Trump.
laying eggs or what?
Oh yeah, my favorite though is Trumpy, but she's kind of a bitch. She's got the comb like Donald J. Trump. And acts like him. She is literally the biggest one out of them all, and acts like a rooster and has the comb over just like Trump. And I said to her, was like, maybe we should get her. She goes, no, she's still outside. I'm like, well, okay, whatever.
You
But
should
this is red is very.
you should
red.
put her in the back of your kayak when you go fish tournaments.
I don't know.
Josh says this may be the first pet show on a fishing podcast.
You ready to go to bed? I'm gonna hand
So-
you off to Chelsea.
What's the story? How did you come up with opossums, Adam?
So I got 4 right now.
Can I get one?
Yeah, I got one that's just that he's an ass, like, or she just will bite you.
Oh,
What was that?
He does not like Chelsea.
No,
She doesn't like to be held by you. I can't blame her. Hell, I gotta live with you. It's bad enough. If you got one that's real mean, I'll take them.
Yeah, it wouldn't be good next to your hens, but
They're
Yeah,
outside in the coop in the run.
Yeah.
Me and him will hang out and drink beer. I'll get him back.
so are they like litter trained or
yeah.
awesome?
So this was it in May, working. My buddy, one of my coworkers, came up to me and said, dude, he's like, we just got done walking a pipeline. He said, I feel bad. He's like, there's a possum. It's got like babies in its pouch, and like somebody ran over it, and it was actually like on a right away. So they got ran over with like a 4-wheeler or something. Anyways, I said, dude, you shouldn't have told me that. Let's go. So I go over there, and sure enough, there's 4 possums, and they're decently sized. Like, they're not going to need like crazy care. I was like, if I leave them, they're going to die. So I picked them up, took them home. I called like 5 different animal rehabilitation centers, and every single one of them didn't pick up. I left voicemails. They never got back to me. I was like, well, I guess we'll see how this one goes.
Yeah.
And about 10 months later, here we are. So, you know, my wife really enjoys possums. She enjoys having possums in the house. Not, you know.
Yeah, I bet.
Really. she hates it. At first, it was real cute because they were
Little
like
babies,
small. Now they're this, and there are little garbage disposals. So, you know, when the kids don't eat their food, we just bring them down and they eat it. So
I got a question real quick. Just this is no fishing related stuff. This is all possum stuff.
okay.
When you were talking about you were going to release them, but it got cold. So when you release them, do you think they're going to stay in that vicinity, or do you think they're just going to go on their own?
As long as you provide like a good food source and water source, they'll stick around. Yeah.
Nice.
So you do something called a soft release, which is basically, you know, you build a little cage outside, you get them used to the temperature, let them get adapted, and then you know, every once in a while you would open it up and kind of let them run around the yard, whatever. We have 65 acres right next to us, so what I would do would just one night I would just open the cage and just, you know, let it be. And then if they want to leave, they can. If not, they can stay in the cage. But regardless, I'll just keep the door open and keep feeding. So,
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. The big thing is a water source. As long as possums have a water source, they'll be all right. But she, as you could tell, is way too domesticated. Like,
I was wondering about that. Yeah.
yeah, she's unfortunately like, so not saying anything, but apparently it's illegal to keep possums in PA. So not that somebody's gonna break down my door, but like, oh, you got possums, you know.
For the people that are listening on radio, it's a cat, not a possum.
Yeah, it's a trash kitten. So
Yeah. But that's pretty wild, man.
yeah, it's I don't know. I'm a softie for animals. It's weird because I hunt too, but it's just, I don't know. When you see these things, like, especially when they're young, they're real cute looking, and it's tough to just say, let nature run its course. But
So you're gonna bring me one next weekend?
yeah, you want one?
Yeah, I'll take one.
I always thought about like bringing a possum on a kayak and see what that would do, but I don't know if that would work out.
I don't know. Can they swim? I'm assuming.
She's a little dense. So I don't know if she's gonna swim or not.
I mean, it might keep away, you know, it might be a good play on your part, keeping them away from your boat launch. Like put that in your
Oh, yeah.
kayak in the morning, and I don't think many people would be wanting to launch with you there.
Yeah, just be like, just have her sitting out and just, kind of hiss at people as they walk by.
Yeah, that would work.
We got a leash for her, so I'm afraid to admit that, but
Oh my.
That's
Ryan, what are you throwing next week?
All depends on Mother Nature.
Yeah, right.
I thought I was going to say power bait.
I'm not one to take shots, obviously, but the gauges are not very accurate. That's just my opinion.
Well,
Get
let me know
why it was done, 100%. But if the trend stays the way that it is, you're going to win that power fishing.
Yeah, I agree.
Yep.
Well, let me know if you want some tips on catching tiger trout. I'll be able to help you out with that.
Listen, Linda, I'll go up the road here and drop a 12-volt battery and 2 poles off the bridge up here from the road and get my damn limit for next Saturday. Saying that, that's coaching. That'll be a good event. 3 different events at once.
My wife wants a possum.
Yeah. I got 4.
You must be watching. She said we need one.
Yep. I've got one named Benji. She's pretty cool too. They're all female for some reason. I don't know why, but this is Penny, and the other one, like I said, is Benji. Benji was actually she was a runt, and I guess it's pretty common in litters and possum litters where I guess one of the possums will just have a deficiency, like the nutritional deficiency, and eventually the other possums would kick that one off the back of the mom, and it would inevitably die. And so that was Benji, but now Benji's one of the bigger ones. So yeah.
I mean, that my cats don't even let me hold them that long. That thing's cuddly.
Yeah, she's sweet. She just likes to kind of curl up where, like a lap or, whatever's warm.
And you're a hunter, so when you get out of the field, you come home and lay down on the floor, they'll eat all the ticks off of you.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
That's awesome, man.
Ryan, when you started with chickens, did you do that more for egg production, or they grow on you and now they're family pets?
Here's the deal.
No,
he got him because he wanted to smash eggs on his head.
That is an expensive hobby.
You know what's funny though?
Uh-oh.
Oh, you want it?
Yeah, give me that. I'm not smashing it over my head.
I don't know if Adam heard that story. A couple weeks ago, we had a little chat on here,
You
not
threw
live
that
or anything,
away.
but Ryan got a little out of hand and he was smashing eggs on his forehead.
Oh,
little-
God.
It was Josh Sims' fault. So when you get an egg, and I felt bad for this chicken because she has liver and kidney problems. My God, end of the world, right? Just chop their head off and eat them.
Well,
Why?
Is that a ping pong ball?
That's an egg from this chicken.
Is that how you can tell it has like a liver problem, or?
Well, she started acting weird, and then I'm going, oh, well, she might be sick, separate her, and then it all clicked. I went, yeah, she's got a problem. Then I did some research on the interweb, and it all made sense because now that I'm giving her the more nutrients than the others, now I get this, which is a testicle.
I did want to give a shout out. I don't know if Randy Rosenberry's watching, but my wife wanted to give you a shout out. This is what she caught her PB on today. I have it all rigged up right here.
Carlisle's ribbon worm. Oh,
Little 2 3/4 ribbed swim bait on a Mega Bass
Okashira.
Okashira head.
Yeah.
Yeah, just slow rolling it. Pro Blue, what is it? Pro Blue Red Pearl seemed to be the color. We tried a couple different colors today, and that seemed to be what they wanted. So,
That color is a staple.
yeah.
I don't think that matters wherever you are in the country.
So
Like-
I mean, for people that want to fish, just go out and fish ponds. This is what you want to be throwing. Just a little tiny swim bait like that. You'll catch all kinds of fish in that pond.
What
Look
about
deadly.
We were catching crappies.
Did you
We
keep
caught
that?
some. No, we threw them back.
Oh my god!
Uh-oh.
Guess I gotta go and keep a smallmouth next weekend.
She's saying we can't give away the secret bait.
No. Oops. Well, the world knows now.
I'm in the doghouse now, guys.
Carlisle, that's been almost every Sunday.
Yeah. Well, Sean, you got any? Let's ask the people that are watching if they have any questions for Adam or T-Man while we have them on here. Throw them in the comments, and we'll go ahead and ask them.
I got a question for Adam.
Oh boy.
Do we still have CTE together?
CT. Yeah, probably.
Should we ask Sean what CTE is?
Is it this is live. Is it going to get us banned from YouTube?
Yeah. Oh, we got a question right here for T-Man. Why is your name T-Man?
Well, you see,
Now this is Charlie. Keep in mind he is a younger gentleman, so
Charlie, when you turn 21 and you go to an adult tea beverage while you're trout fishing, you will understand. That's all I'm going to say to that comment.
Ryan's favorite beverage happens to be a very particular brand of adult tea. We'll just leave it at that.
We'll leave it at that. Yeah. Well, I do want to hope.
Says,
I do want to hope that we have.
He's had some teas in his day. Nice.
I know we will all be watching the levels this week, and what's going to be happening was we're all going to be fishing next weekend on the Juniana for Bass Nation, PA Bass Nation tournament. So I'm hoping that everything kind of calms down, but I don't know, man. The way the weather's looking, showing a lot of rain.
Yeah, well,
Adam, where are you headed after like your next big event?
let's see, that'll be Sandy Cooper.
Okay.
Yeah.
That should be a fun time.
Yeah. Last time I was down to Sandy Cooper, I got 3 bass, and it was about this time of the year. So it was I'm looking for redemption. So I know there's giant bass there.
Sounds like you need some redemption down there. Bill Durbro is asking favorite cigar, Adam.
Right now it's the Perdomo Habano is my favorite. So it's a I think it's a bourbon aged cigar, but it's fantastic.
Nice.
Josh says
Sounds
we're going to
good.
be golden for Sundays or Saturdays, so
Nice.
hopefully he is correct.
Penny.
Yeah.
Chill, girl. Damn.
Well, I'm looking forward to sharing the water with everybody again. It's been a long time. So
Yeah, man. It'd be great to see you and chit chat.
Hopefully get my opossum delivered.
Yeah.
what's that? Did Adam get a replacement set up?
Oh, for the rod.
Oh,
that,
hey,
he
the rod.
misplaced?
Yeah, you pulled a
Yeah.
team, man. That
Yeah.
straight up reminded me that day that I watched the video. I looked right at Chelsea and I said, "What's that remind you of?"
Yeah.
Yeah, that was you.
How did that
Rod was
happen?
Coming out. Oh, was it Redmond?
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, that was.
That sucks.
How do I?
I've
keep
done it
team
several places.
team?
Yeah.
Ryan partied too much the night before and
No.
chasing bait and got excited and decided to just throw the whole rod at him.
How did your incident happen, Adam? Were you trying to put it in the rod holder?
No, just casting. So, so I've had a lot. I've looked into this a little bit. Like, if you see the way I cast, if you're going to cast as much as I do, you can't grip it and hold on to it like that. Your arm's going to be like miserable. So, when I cast too, I'm a left-handed reel bait caster. So a lot of these guys who are having, possum fell. They're having issues or they don't have issues with it because when they cast, they're doing the whole switch. Like they're casting like this and then switching and winding. For me, I don't do that. I come here and I just grab it. So when I'm in mid cast, there's nothing that I'm coming up to grab a hold of like that. And so when I cast, if it catches, like maybe I got it wrapped around the tip, or maybe, I don't know, something wrong with the reel, it'll pull that. And so that's exactly what happened. And so cashing the Icon series handles, I went and talked to those guys. I said, do you guys really like these handles? Because it's the only type of handle I see anywhere out of any rod design or whatever. It's this carbon fiber. And it's so heavy. And if you hold it in your hand for as long as you do, like cast as much as I do, like your hand is sore. Like I've had blisters, but like with cork, foam, never once had any issues with casting like that and keeping a rod in my hand. So after you get done handling a fish, you got gloves on. I'm sitting out there casting. And of course, it slips out. And this one time just goes into the water. Just, that's it.
Oh. Wow.
So yeah, $450 down at the bottom of Naked Jack. Yeah.
Adam, what's your top 3 baits you're throwing Saturday?
Of course it
You don't want to give that up. What we got?
That's not gonna work. I don't know. Would it?
It would work. 100%.
I actually had this I took a picture for Bassmaster for the top 10 baits. And so that was the one that got that 23.5. But it's funny, this methylate color, they say it works, but the only bass I ever caught on it was that giant, and that was it. So yeah.
You know what you should have done for the picture? Put the hook in your mouth with the bait on it and give it some funky eyes.
Oh yeah.
You gotta spice it up, Adam.
Here, I'll give one for Josh. Like that.
Yeah.
That's right there.
Yeah.
Well,
Just green pumpkin.
That's a booty shaker.
Yeah, green on green.
Booty
and
shaker.
then the painted. Yeah. Razor shad, whatever.
Yeah.
That'll definitely be on. After that, I don't know. Maybe I'll throw some big swim baits. So
You're gonna find a dam too.
yeah, right. Yeah, the big swim baits. I need dams. Yep.
Dams are in play.
Probably a fish box out there.
What's better, spinning or bait casting? Oh, it's all. I mean,
Oh,
I would say it depends on what you're doing, but I use both. So,
I mean, you got to definitely have both. I think for sure.
Yeah.
Bait casting in general, just you can cover so much more water.
Josh says, "Where's Adam launching?" Now we're getting a little technical here.
The next question is going to be just drop some GPS.
Yeah, wait.
Yeah. I'll be honest. I haven't fished this the lower end of Juniata, so I'll be fishing blind. Like I'm just gonna go to a ramp. Yeah, we'll see.
I got the perfect boat launch for you.
And any of them, you'll be fine.
Amity Hall.
Are we allowed to launch at that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's the furthest south I think we can go.
I would say if you're going to fish there, get there super early because there's probably going to be 50 jet boaters there.
Is that why you're telling me to go there, Ryan?
I don't even know where I'm going to go. I might take the map, throw it up, and throw a tea can at it and see where it hits.
Josh says he's got air tags. So
You're
check
gonna
your
have to check your
kayaks before you
kayaks.
launch.
Yep.
No, it's going to be a good event, and even for the new guys coming out, if you're skeptical, it's anybody's game next weekend.
Yeah.
Way that the temperatures are shaping up to be down here, and I'm going to say the rain might be meh, but it will be anybody's game.
Does the Juniata get pretty muddy down there, or?
It does, but it doesn't. Like
Yeah.
Saturday, because they called the event there Friday, and I'll admit I was pretty pissed about it yesterday. But the gauges that you go off of, especially the directors, you have to go off of that.
Right.
And I get it. But when I looked at it yesterday, it's 6.3 feet, and I'm going, it's green water, and it's not muddy, and it's perfect. Yeah, I'm pissed. But end of the day, it was
You gotta put yourself in their position though. They gotta think about the safety of all the anglers, and you should probably still be wearing a dry suit as cold as it was.
I'm wearing gray sweatpants and hey dudes. Don't be like the T-Man. Wear a dry suit.
Scotty Hebner says he's going to try and make the Juniata event. Cool. Good. That's
Nice.
hopefully we'll see you out there, brother.
He's a hammer.
It's going to be, as long as the temperatures and the weather stays the way that it is, I'm going to say 98 inches.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. It's gonna be a slugfest.
Top 5, 93.
Damn.
First place will be 98.
Mm-hmm. It'll be fun. Do you know where the awards are? Does anybody know that?
I should know that. That was
Is it by that? Is there a restaurant by it? I think
it's in between the Amity Hall and Thompson.
Greenwood.
Josh says Greenwood. Yep.
Greenwood. Gotcha.
That's a terrible place to go. There's no parking.
Greenwood's got a pretty big parking lot.
Yeah, but I like the Rudders parking lot better because then I can go buy beer.
That's the only thing he cares about.
I'll be drinking my sorrows away after next weekend.
Well, either that or you'll be drinking for celebration.
Hell no. Think about it this way. I win. I'm going right down the road to the strip club.
Oh my.
All right, we're gonna wrap this show up, guys. Adam, we appreciate you coming on.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks guys. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, if you haven't, check out Adam on his Outdoor Radio Network. It's pretty awesome thing to listen to. He's got the voice for network radio for sure.
Not right now, though.
Maybe
I was going to say,
tonight,
maybe not right now, but still, it doesn't sound bad.
Just take them up in a bar fight.
You have any shout outs you want to do? Tell people where they can find you, sponsorships, anything like that?
Yeah. Actually, I'm just I'm reworking all the sponsorships for this year right now, so that's still in the works. But as far as where you can find me, at Adam Milstead, or that's all my personal stuff, and at Straight Yacked, STR8YAKD. And then, if there's one person to give a shout out to, it's the Outdoor Radio Network. So yeah, we'll just do that. What are you doing, Ryan?
He's laughing at a comment.
Oh, okay.
No, Adam has really good content.
Yeah.
Thanks.
He does. That is top of the line. You want entertainment. Not granted, you got to bleep it out.
Yeah, right.
I do say I was laughing when you hooked into that big one. I think it was episode 1, the first day. Oh, it was just like,
dude,
me and my wife today when she hooked into that big one, acting like kids and freaking out. And
exactly, man. That's for that to happen like that normally happens in practice. That's probably why I was super excited, because that sort of event normally is like, oh man, I got a jot one in practice. Everybody's like, yeah, good job, and you go out there and just half-assed it on the tournament. But yeah, that's
what it's all about, man. Though.
Yeah.
Ryan's sponsored by JL.
We haven't heard from that guy in a while. We haven't heard from that guy in a while. Maybe we ought to stop by and say hi.
Wellness check in Virginia.
All right, guys. Sean, you want to close it out?
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks again, everyone, for tuning in tonight. Lots of fun conversation. We had, a pet show that was amazing. So you never know what you're going to hear on Chasing the 20 Inches podcast. But as always, guys, we appreciate all of our sponsors. They help us do what we do. And also we especially appreciate everyone for tuning in and supporting our channel. You guys are great. Keep the photos coming. We'll keep highlighting your catches as well. We love to see you guys having success out on the water too. And, now we're finally getting to the point in the season where we can actually start hitting the water together. So we're excited to just get out there with you guys, hit up your undercover baits. Carlisle's wife is proof that they work. And, as always, T-Man repping the various.
I'll have to try that.
Rogues, PA Company.
I just had some of that at game night last week. It was good stuff. But
so you drank half a cup and you were like, "Oh, okay."
Dude, I'm a lightweight. I'll freely admit it.
T-Man, Adam, great to have you on the show, man. We appreciate you guys.
Yeah,
Let's do it again soon.
Absolutely, anytime, man. Thank you.
All right, guys. Well, we'll sign off here. We will catch you in 2 weeks. We'll cover how we did in the Juniata tournament, hopefully. So catch you guys then. And until then, tight lines and be safe out on the water.
Catch me on the yellow breeches. Yellow trout.
Thank you for tuning in to the Paddle and Fin Podcast Network. We hope you enjoyed the show. Don't forget, for future shows, like, follow, share, and hit that subscribe button. Make sure you check out our individual channels and accounts too. Want to be a guest on one of our shows and talk of adventures, gear, or products? Contact us. Thank you for watching The Noob Show with Matt Gibson, Chasing the Tide with Dustin Nichols, The Rusty Hook with John Rapp, The River Run with Adam Fraser Pross, May Contain Fishing with Daniel Woodcock, Chasing the 20s with Carlisle Esterly and Sean Lavery, Friday Night Bites with Brian Schiller. Thanks for tuning into the Paddle and Fin Network. Subscribe and always wear your